Hi, this is Zach from ESOTERIC Car Care. We're here today to talk about MTM Hydro's line of pressure washing equipment. So we've been carrying MTM Hydro for about a year now, and we've had a lot of learnings along the way. We've learned that number one is that we can't have enough adapters and connections for as many of you have different types of consumer pressure washers. So we realize we're trying to market towards consumers, and because there are a lot of low-cost, really great options, we needed to have as many options to fit our MTM Pro kits and our MTM Snub Nose kits. So we've worked with MTM and done a lot of research and had a lot of headaches to get to where we are today, but we've got enough adapters that we pretty much cover the whole gamut of different pressure washers that you might have. So I'll start with the adapters and how they fit in. This first one that I'll highlight is the M22 male connector. This is going to be most used by most pressure washers, and it's going to thread right into your hose, and then it offers a 3/8 quick connect socket that's going to go right into the bottom of your spray gun. Now, if you don't have that, you might have the need for this female connector, same type of threads, but if your hose has this type of threads on the exit side of it, you would simply thread the female side of it onto those threads. Now, this one is not as often used as the male adapter, but it does come in handy from time to time. Now, there are a number of you who have had more recent pressure washers, specifically the Sunjo brand, but also others as well, that require a different type of adapter. And this adapter is called a 14mm to 15mm adapter plug. Now, what it does is it allows you to fit the adapter onto different types of hoses. Now, specifically Sunjo recently and others have moved from what the standard was, 14mm M22 connection, to a 15mm. So that doesn't change the thread size. The exterior thread size is still the same. It's the inlet side. The interior diameter is 14mm on one side and 15mm on the other. Now, where this comes into play is sometimes the actual hose exit itself is going to prevent you from using the male adapter, which has a 14mm inside diameter. This 15mm side you would use and thread right into your hose, and then you would couple it with the female adapter and thread it right into the other side of it, and then again you have the 3/8 quick connect connection to the bottom of your spray gun. So with every Pro kit and Snub Nose kit that we sell, you're going to get all three of these adapters. We've worked it into the price because we just want to eliminate any headaches that you might have. So as a quick FYI, that's how you use them. So you're going to get all three of these. There's going to be some or many that you may not use, and if you have a quick connect already on your hose, you're not going to use any of them. But we wanted to eliminate headaches when most of our customers are going to use some of these. We wanted to give you as many options as possible. Beyond that, what comes in the Pro kit? The Pro kit is really a compilation of different pieces and parts that we've used and worked with MTM on, and we've used ourselves in our own detailing operation and really found the best of what we could find. That being a couple different spray guns that you have at your disposal, a couple different foam cannons, and a couple different nozzles. Now I'll go from the start. Your first option that you choose in any Pro kit or Snub Nose kit is your spray gun. So your first option, this SG28, is a brass internal spray gun here. It will ship with a swivel on the bottom. The 3/8 plug will go right into your hose along with the adapters, and then it has a stainless socket. All the other fittings that we could find are stainless on any Pro kit or Snub Nose kit, and that just means a lifelong functionality and operation without corrosion. This SG28 is, I call it the entry level, up to 4,000 PSI, so really good for any consumer. Going up from there, very similar construction, beefier, a little bigger physically, but same fittings. The SG35, this one's capable of up to 5,000 PSI. So if you have a professional grade pressure washer that can handle more pressure, the SG35 might be best for you. Now, our most popular offering, especially in the consumer area, SGS28. So very similar to the SG28, except all the internals are stainless. So all of the exterior bits are the same. It comes with an integrated swivel, so a little bit different. Not a huge difference because we already include swivels with the other spray guns anyway, but creates a little more compact design. And again, stainless fittings on this one. So this one's marginally more, but lifelong use out of this one with the full stainless internals. Your next option is going to be which foam cannon to choose. And either with the MTM Pro Kit or the Snub Nose Kit, you're going to have the selection of the original foam cannon, which has kind of been the MTM workhorse for years and years, or their newer PF22, which has become more popular in more recent time. Real differences, the original foam cannon comes with adjustment on how much liquid you're drawing from the reservoir and mixing with the water that's coming through it. So you can kind of on the fly change the dilution ratio. And then also you have the ability to narrow or widen the fan of foam as it's spraying out. So again, with all of the Pro Kits and Snub Nose kits, it's going to come with a stainless plug that's going to go right into the spray gun. Just like that. Now this is exactly what we would call a Snub Nose kit versus what we would have as a Pro Kit, which comes with the stainless wand, and I'll get to that in a second. Going to the PF22, again, stainless fitting here on the end. That comes standard with any Pro Kit or Snub Nose kit. This one has the same type of adjustment for dilution and drawing reservoir liquid through the reservoir. And then additionally, you still have the ability to change the narrow or width of the fan of foam. Now, where this one really differentiates is that you can spray horizontal foam or you can spray vertical foam. Little different package. A lot of people really clamor for this one, but in reality, they're both going to function very, very well. Mild cost increase for the PF22, but not too bad at all. Now, with the Pro Kit versus the Snub Nose kit, as I mentioned, it's going to come with a lance instead of just the Snub Nose kit without the lance. This stainless lance, we have been pushing MTM for quite a while to get this. Previously, we had a chrome-lined lance, which has the ability to corrode, but without a shorter stainless option, that was the best we could get. MTM has responded with the stainless lance, which has a plastic molded grip and comes integrated with the plug here on the back side, which plugs into your spray gun, and then also a socket on the end, which is going to accept either the foam cannon, if you so choose to use it with the lance, or you can plug in the nozzles right into it and use it just with water, which is basically how we use it. So it gives you a bit more functionality there, 15-degree bent wand here, and 20 inches in total length. So offers you some more flexibility while pressure washing. The nozzles with any Pro Kit or Snub Nose kit, you're going to be able to choose the orifice size in the checkout. Now, what you need to do is scroll down below in the product page and check out the nozzle orifice size and pick the right nozzle orifice that's going to work for your pressure washer. Essentially, all it does is it changes the inside diameter of the tiny little hole that allows water to flow through it. So a smaller hole you're going to need for a pressure washer with less flow or less pressure. The larger orifice size or larger hole is going to be needed for pressure washers that are more capable of higher flow and higher pressure. Moving to orifice size, specifically, we've got this little tiny orifice which is for the foam cannon itself. Now this is a big deal because there's a lot of consumer pressure washers that aren't capable of really pushing out a lot of flow and a lot of pressure. So what we've done is we've worked with MTM to allow us to buy these 1.1 orifice additions that are different than the 1.25 orifice size that comes with any foam cannon, either PF22 or the original foam cannon. So this will work with either. If you have a lower flow pressure washer, call it less than 2 gallons per minute, definitely look to upgrade and purchase this 1.1. All you need to do is literally take a flat blade screwdriver, unscrew the orifice that's inside, and you'll see here it has a little flat blade slot. This is the original 1.25. All you do is put in the 1.1 and you're good to go. Super easy, great way to upgrade and take advantage of a lower pressure or lower flow pressure washer and still get great foam results. Beyond that, what we've learned from our own use with the MTM Hydro system is that the filters inside the foam cannons, especially if you're in a location around the country that's going to have a lot of sediment in your water, it's going to get caked up with sediment and debris, and eventually it's going to cause your foam cannon to not function as well as it possibly could. So we have these stainless steel filter replacements, which is super easy. All you do is a little retaining pin here on either the PF22 or there's also one here on the original foam cannon that allows this whole shroud to come out, and then the filter is inside of here. Super easy. Super easy do-it-yourselfer project, but a great way to take your slightly used and well-worn foam cannon and revive it again by putting in a new filter. Beyond that, that pretty much covers the gamut of everything that we have for MTM Hydro. You've got replacement bottles that you can purchase as well. These threads will wear out over time, so these bottles are very inexpensive, but a great way to not have to buy a whole new foam cannon altogether and keep it running. All the individual parts that we put on any Pro kit or Snub Nose kit, you can purchase individually. We have great pictures of all of those fittings so that you know exactly what you need to buy. And outside of that, I think we cover pretty much everything else online at esotericcarcare.com. If you have any other questions about your pressure washer specifically, or how these can fit into your pressure washer or your daily car washing or weekly car washing regimen, certainly give us a call, shoot us an email at sales@esotericcarcare.com. We'll get you pointed in the right direction and answer those questions that you might have. For esotericcarcare.com, I'm Zach. Thanks for watching.